We're going to do a couple of problems involving simplifying a mathematical expression and then combining like terms. So if you're given a problem like this on the test that says simplify the expression, so all you're going to do is do as much math as possible in order to get it into the most simplified form. So what does that mean? So here we have, you should recognize this as you need to use the distributive property. So if you have a number out here followed by mathematical expression in parentheses, you're most likely going to have to do the distributive property. If you don't know what that is, you need to watch the video on my Facebook page way back from June 29th of last year of 2014. So June 29, 2014, if you don't know what the distributive property is. So that's the first thing we're going to do because mathematically we can do that. So it's 4 times 2a, which is 8a. So you multiply the two numbers together and you just keep the a, plus 4 times 3 is 12, plus 7a. Here we can add 8a and 7a because we basically say they have like terms. They both have an a in them. If one of them had an a squared, that's not the same as a. But because they both have an a, we can combine them. And the way that you do that is you simply, here it's an addition, you simply add the numbers together and keep the a. So here we have 8a plus 7a equals 15a. We're just adding 8 plus 7, you keep the a. And we still have this 12. 15a plus 12. We can't add this together anymore. This is as simplified as it gets because this has an a in it, but this does not. So this is your answer here, 15a plus 12. Do another example. 7y minus 3 times 8y minus 2. So here we have 7y. We can't do anything more with that, so we're just going to keep it there. Again, we're going to use the distributive property. That's what probably most of these questions are going to have you use. So remember, this is a minus, so it's negative 3 times 8y. So you just multiply the two numbers together. Negative 3 times 8 is negative 24, and you keep the y. The y doesn't go away. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So again, we have 7y minus 24y plus 6. Well, these both have a y in them, so we can combine them. 7y minus 24y. So again, you just look at the numbers. 7 minus 24 gives us negative 17. You keep the y plus 6. That's as simplified as we can get it because this has a y and this does not. We'll do another one. Say we have 1/8 x plus 1/2 times 12 minus x. So here 1/8 x, we can't do anything more with that right now, so we keep that. So again, the distributive property, 1/2 times 12 is 6. 1/2 times negative x is negative 1/2 x. So now we have an x here and x here, so we can combine these terms. So we're going to look at the 1/2 or the 1/8 x minus 1/2 x. We're going to keep the 6, but we're just going to simplify this for now. So how do you, again, you just look at the numbers. So it's 1/8 minus 1/2. How do you subtract fractions? Find a common denominator. So common denominator is x, so that, or sorry, 8. So we have 1/8 x minus 4/8 x. And again, we're just looking at the numbers. 1/8 minus 4/8 is negative 3/8, and you just bring the x along with it. You don't do anything with it, but it has to stay there. So that was 1/8 x minus 1/2 x. So then we go back to our problem. We still had that 6. Now we have minus 3/8 x. So again, just because they're fractions, it's the same routine. You always look at the numbers. Here we're doing the distributive property just like normal. And then here we have two x's, so we can combine these terms. So we're just looking at 1/8 x minus 1/2 x. You just can do the same math. So here we're just looking at the fractions. 1/8 minus 1/2. So you just do that. You keep the x, and then you come back. We didn't lose the 6, so we have to keep the 6 minus 3/8 x. Let's say we have 4a plus 3, 7 plus 2a plus 5a squared. So we have the 4a, can't do anything with that. We're going to use the distributive property again. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 2a, again you just multiply the numbers. 6a, you keep the a. Now this is an a squared, but it doesn't matter. You just treat it the same. 3 times 5 is 15, a squared. You just keep it along like we did with the a. So now we have 4a plus 21 plus 6a plus 15a. Well, there's two a's here. 4a plus 6a. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So we have 10a. We keep the 21 plus 15a squared. And this is as simplified as we can get it. We can't combine this a with that a squared because a and a squared are not the same thing. So this would be the answer to this problem. 10a plus 21 plus 15a squared. Now remember the commutative property, which again is in that same video, June 29th of 2014, called Mathematical Properties. They might switch these around because in addition, it doesn't matter the order you write them. So the answer may show up something like this. 15a squared plus 10a plus 21. These two are the same.